into one institution. The community sensitization endeavors were held on Tuesday, November 1 and Thursday, November 3 at both schools. According to Dr. Tricia Esdale, Senior Assistant Secretary, an aging population, low birth rate for that area of the island, and an optimal class size of 25 were the reasons for the merger. She said that Estridge Primary and Edgar T. Morris Primary are both exceptionally small, with a population of approximately 25 and 65 students, respectively. She's quoted as saying, within St. Kitts and Nevis, when we look at class sizes and we look at what we consider a large class or the ideal or maximum number of students we would want in a classroom, that number is 25. The entire population of Estridge Primary School is equivalent to what we have determined is the ideal class size or the maximum class size that we think is best for teaching and learning in the classroom that would allow for really good student engagement. End quote. Minister of Education, the Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, reassured parents and guardians that the merger will pave the way forward for the students, saying, quote, I know change is always a problem. How you manage it makes the difference. This school merger should not be looked at as a bad change, but rather as an opportunity for something new that will happen. Education is forever changing. The merger of the Estridge and Edgar T. Morris Primary Schools will be no difficult challenge. It will be an exciting time for the children, end quote. The merger is expected to be completed in the early part of 2023. Now for a bit of sport, the selection of Jazara Claxton to the West Indies under-19 female team is a worthy accomplishment and a sign of hard work by the player and the St. Kitts Cricket Association. So says President of the Association, Dennis Phillip. More in this report.
The St. Kitts Cricket Association, the SKCA, is praising Jazara Claxton, the young St. Kitts and Nevis female player who has been selected to the West Indies under-19 women's team for the upcoming World Cup in 2023. She has become the first player from the Leeward Islands to accomplish this feat. President of the SKCA, Dennis Phillip, chronicled Jazara's growth to her current achievement.
She herself has been very dedicated towards her goal. She has been practicing a lot. She has, for many years, she has worked through since her youth at school, from 9 years old. She has worked with many of our coaches. To name a few, you would have had Mr. Keith Leasdale. You would have had so many young coaches that I think she would have gone through quite a few. Culminating with Mr. Percy Daniel and Carleen Delaney over the past 2-3 years. And she has also been a very dynamic athlete. She has done well also in soccer, and it's good to know that she has really decided to take on cricket this time. And I trust that she will make it right up to the top to the West Indies female team, meaning the senior team.
Mr. Phillips said Jazara's accomplishment says a lot about the development of women's cricket in St. Kitts and the work done by the SKCA.
Well, the future of women's cricket has been very, very, very vibrant in the last 3 years. From about 2017, we have seen an increase in the young females, particularly on the 19 females, where the St. Kitts Cricket Association, we along with through Cricket West Indies, we got involved in a program which was a tentative program for on the 19 females. That should have been somewhere for probably about 6 months. To date, we have continued that program almost 5 years, not with the assistance, financial assistance of anyone, but on our own. And so that has grown from initial 10 persons, 10 females, to today 25 females. And so we consider that it is indeed a stepping stone for us. Like the way the world is going, we're seeing a lot of women taking more dominant roles, and I don't want to say that maybe this is exactly what's happening with the cricket world in St. Kitts today, but we are very proud of her.
The SKCA president said Jazara departed the island on the weekend to India, where she will be playing with the team in practice matches in preparation for the World Cup early next year.
Moving now to news on the regional scene. In Grenada, Mitch Phillip now faces the High Court for the death of his girlfriend, Chanel Alexis of St. Mark, as the trial now gets underway.